And there's this fascinating thing I've come to learn about bullies and people that are like this type of disrespect, is they're actually going in search of the weakest link. And the incredible thing that happened in the scenario that I'm describing is once this individual realized that I would literally call it out and I was off the table, they never treated me like that again, but they moved on. They moved on to someone else that I work with. And that person, as we sit here today, is thinking of leaving that environment because of the same person who was making the little slight comments about me is now doing it about them. And I say to this person, I say, why don't you just do what I did? Why? Because she saw me confront. I say to her, why don't you go just do what I did? And she just says, I don't want conflict.
So what is she doing actually? She's becoming?
Suppressing herself.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's gonna leave something that she loves doing purely, she called me the other day, purely because this person's making her feel a certain way.
I think that's okay too though. Like it reminds me of that narcotic story. It's like, she's just like, I just don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
But at the same time too, if she keeps going, when you go small, they go higher. It's, speaking of bullies, I'm gonna bring it back to crime. When I started interviewing suspects, right? You watch TV shows and in your head you think these predators, right, are like these like really intimidating, scary predators, and the way they behave, and you think like, I'm gonna get these like savages in the room. Nope. And you know what's interesting? When you look at the populations of people being victimized the most, first it's children, then it's women, and then it's elderly. Why? Because they're the easiest to victimize. So when you look at predators, they pick easy prey or what they perceive as easy prey. They don't want fair fights. I would sit across people in the room who did like really horrific crimes against kids, and you would look at them and you're like, you? I could eat you for lunch. A lot of times too, we build up people in our heads and we think like they're these like high apex individuals. They're not. They prey on people weaker than themselves. And why? It makes them feel stronger and better, more powerful. Why do you need to do that? Because you feel weak. That's why you do that. That's why you bullied.